Well, hello. How's everybody doing today? Pretty good, I hope. Yeah. I haven't made a video in a while, right? I haven't made a video in a hot minute. And, yeah, well, I'm alive. I'm still kicking. Thought I would make this video kind of a podcast. Just kind of a podcast. I'm going to put a whole bunch of, video clips and things in the video that I have taken over this last year and put them in there. They're just kind of I got a lot of B-roll stuff going on, a lot of things that I filmed that I've never recorded or I've never made a video on. I record all the time. I am guilty, and I have literally an embarrassing amount of video that I have never put together to make videos with. I'm laughing at myself because, this is the procrastinator, perfectionist's hellhole. The recording and saving for later and never making videos, never doing anything with it. Yeah. I have some coffee here. Hope you guys have a little cup of coffee or something, some tea, and let's get into some nitty gritty with some stuff. All right. Coffee and tea. I love my coffee. I love my tea. Kind of switch it up when I get bored with one of the other ones, or I run out of cream for my coffee. I switch to tea. Whatever. So lately, let's just kind of go back. I want to get this all done up in a nutshell real quick, just to give a backstory to things so that it kind of makes sense that anyway. I have been struggling with health issues for going on 5+ years. It all started with just getting really tired, being tired all the time, just having a struggle and struggling with focus and paying attention and just kind of not feeling like myself and not feeling good. Body aching, just not feeling good. Well, year after year, it progresses. It gets worse. So fast forward 5 years, in and out of doctors, going to the doctors, complaining about the same things. They run a bunch of basic lab tests and everything, and no, we don't find anything. There's nothing wrong. Welcome to getting older. That's, how many times I've heard that. You're just aging. You're getting older. And I'm like, look, man, I am not in denial. I know I'm getting older. I don't have a problem getting older. So fast forward to the last few years, in and out of doctors, going back. I'm mostly working during the summer. And then during my off time, I come back down from Wyoming and I go back down to Arizona, spend my time in Arizona and Nevada, getting back into doctors, going back through all the testing and digging, bitch, moaning and complaining. And, every year you kind of come up with, you got a couple of things coming up here and there, but, whatever. And I'm like, no, this isn't going to work for me. Something's wrong. Find it. The medical system nowadays is just not really good with finding certain types of disorders and things like that. But anyway, fast forward. Last year, I did get the diagnosis of fibromyalgia and undifferentiated connective tissue disease. Okay. Well, the truth is that the medical community doesn't really know what it is. Both of these are diagnoses of elimination. Meaning you're presenting with all these symptoms that cover many different issues. So you've got some neurological stuff. You've got some autoimmune stuff. There's chronic pain, nerve tingling, nerve pain, headaches, digestive issues. There's a whole myriad of symptoms. And it's difficult for the doctors to sort through all of that. So anyway, it's extremely frustrating when you're dealing with these types of things, getting into doctors, because it takes so long for them to understand what it is that you're talking about. They're trying to find it. The system that we have set up, medicine has made great strides in diagnostics, But we still have a long way to go because there's still so much in the human body that they don't understand. They're still kind of fussing back and forth about these types of illnesses. So where do we go with this? Basically you're ending up at the doctor, you get passed off to the rheumatologist, and then you get passed off now to pain centers for people to just manage your pain. And it's like, well, hold on a second, but it's not just the pain. We're not talking about just pain here. We're talking about chronic fatigue. I mean, all types of other symptoms and things going on in the body. If anyone, has suffered with this fibromyalgia or this connective tissue stuff, it's horrible. But nobody is out there treating all the other symptoms. They're not addressing everything else that's going on with fibromyalgia and these connective tissue disorders because they're multifaceted. So they just want to throw a different drug at you for every single thing that you're dealing with. You're compartmentalizing your body. Everything about you is it's all compartmentalized. And to me, it just ends up being a nightmare. You're trying to manage all these medications, you're trying to get these prescriptions refilled, and then you've got this doctor and that doctor and this doctor, and you just got the great handoff. That's how it feels. It's just a handoff. You're on a Ferris wheel of doctors and medications. And when you're dealing with chronic pain, fatigue, ADHD, focus issues. Fibromyalgia is horrible with focus, okay? It's honestly one of the reasons I haven't made videos this last year. It's one of those things where you wake up in the morning and you're groggy. You get your coffee, you're sitting there going, oh my God, I gotta wake up, and you're yawning and you're stretching, and I've never had problems waking up before. I have my entire life. I am the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, hit-the-ground-running person my whole life. I'm up, I'm out the door. I am like Miss Mary friggin' Sunshine at dark 30. But with all of this is this phase of you never wake up. You never wake up. You're tired 24/7. It's that groggy, sleepy, trouble focusing, remembering what you were doing. Just, oh my God. And ungodly amounts of caffeine does not wake you up. It doesn't keep you going. Chronic pain and fatigue and things like that, it's really you're suffering in limbo. And all you're doing is experimenting with different treatments and different types of drugs and medicines and things like that. So it makes it difficult to socialize with people and go out and go places and do things and have any kind of extracurricular activities because people just don't understand. They don't get it. When you live like that, you put on a face. You yawn, you're tired, and I guess I became more of a recluse because I'm tired of people asking me why I'm so tired all the time. So it's like, if I go to work on Monday, I need Tuesday off to recover from Monday. Then I can go to work on Wednesday. Then I got to recover from Wednesday and then go on Thursday. I mean, good luck explaining that to an employer, right? I'm sorry, I can only work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I can only work between these hours. I mean, in a perfect world, right? I mean, our system's not set up that way. Hey, let's take a break for a minute. I really appreciate you guys watching this video podcast. Did you know that I make books? Well, now you do. It's one of the things that I do while living and traveling in my van. This adorable coloring book has over 100 bold, easy, and adorable animals to color. I mean, come on, look how cute they are! I originally designed this for the little kids, but nowadays, these types of designs have really taken off with people of all ages. Sometimes you just don't feel like coloring too much detail and want something cute and simple. You can practice your brush strokes, use minimal color palettes, and even add all your own creative details. You can find where to buy it in the description box below, along with all the other books I've made on my website, cherrybbooks.com. That's cherry with an I. It really helps me out a whole lot, and I really appreciate you. Now back to the video podcast. Fibromyalgia, these types of diseases, there's no way to prove how horrible you feel. When you're in chronic pain, your baseline is about a 4 or a 5, and you hurt like that all day, 24/7. So when people say, "Oh, how's your pain today?" Nah, it's a 5. Well, you don't look like you're in pain in a 5, and you're just like, we're high functioning. These types of diseases create high functioning people. We push through pain. I mean, especially us women. I'm sorry, if you ever pumped out a baby, you know pain, okay? That's pain. And there's a lot of women out there that pump out a baby without a squeal. I mean, it happens. So some people have a very high tolerance for pain, and it doesn't mean that, you don't step down on your feet and they hurt like a mofo, and you're just sitting there with a blank look on your face, and it's like, well, you don't look like what am I supposed to do? I mean, the reality of it is I would be limping around going, oh, ow, oh, my back, oh, my neck, oh, ow, pick up my coffee cup, oh God, is that what you want? You mean, should I just moan and groan and let's be the fibromyalgia patient? Oh my God, my back. Oh, I gotta move. Okay, let's move to the right. Okay, let's sit down. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, my knees. Oh, God, my legs are throbbing. Oh, what's that tingling in the back of my head? God, my nose itches. What did I eat today? I got a stomach ache. I mean, we could just bitch and moan and complain 24/7. It never stops. Can I get an amen from anybody out there that's suffering with fibromyalgia? Dude, it sucks. But you have to go on with your life. You don't have time to sit around and just be bitching and moaning all the time. Pop us some Tylenol, grab something, and friggin' go. You don't have a choice. So it's very easy for people just not to believe you when you're in pain. They don't believe that you're hurting that bad. But you don't see our 8, 9, and 10 days. When we're in pain and we have an 8, 9, or a 10 day, we hide. We hide in the dark. We hide in the depths. We come out in our van and we come out to the woods and we sit out here and we find a comfortable position, if at all possible, and look out the window and just sit there and try not to move, because chewing hurts. I don't even comb my hair anymore. Do you realize I comb my hair twice a week? When I wash my hair, I comb my hair. That's it. I shake it out, put it in a ponytail. That's it. Why? Because it friggin' hurts. It hurts. I would shave my head and buy wigs if I had the money for nice wigs, because dealing with that, no. You hit one little tangle, and I mean, that's right up there with childbirth. I'm sorry. If you don't have that hurts, man. So, even with doctors that don't know how to deal with people like this with chronic pain, they think you're overreacting. These medications you go through one by one, and they have their own shit fucking side effects. Okay? They really do. And what's the main side effect? Drowsiness and weight gain. Are you out of your mind? People with fibromyalgia, we have enough trouble getting up to exercise and walk, okay? And keep our calories under control so we don't gain 300 pounds. Let alone, you're going to give me a drug that'll say, oh, that gets rid of a lot of your pain. Okay, that's great if I can get up and exercise, but now it's going to make me even more tired? Oh my God. I can't afford to get more tired, or else I will just become a vampire and I'll sleep during the day and the night, and I'm going to have to hire someone to come feed the dog. Forget about it. Are you crazy? And then stomach discomfort and sleep disorders. I mean, all these drugs. So, in other words, at the end of the day, you're trading one set of problems for another set of problems. What good is that? What good does that do? And then disability wants to say, well, you have to follow the doctor's protocols because our only concern is getting your ass back to work. We don't care about your symptoms. We don't care about your disease. We don't care anything about that. We only care about you getting back into the workforce. You've got to get back into a job. That's all they give a shit about. Okay, and me being more tired and having less focus, how is that getting me back into the workforce? You know, I am part of this society. I understand. We have to eat. We have to pay bills. We've got shit to pay. But, you know, what are you going to do when you can't do that? Okay? Moving forward, how does that segue into living into a van? When I first started living in this van and I moved into this van, the point was for me to have a vacation. It was kind of at the beginning of this whole disease issue for me. And I wanted it to be about a vacation, a long vacation that I have never taken in my entire life. Fast forward 5 years, because I've been in this van for a little over 5 years now. This is going into my 6th year. But now this van for me is turning into a means of survival. So I thought I would just go down this light little rabbit hole here, you know, and share this experience of, you know, how you deal with chronic illnesses or pain while living, you know, this nomad lifestyle. Because whether you're out here by choice or whether you are out here by not a choice of your own, maybe you're one of those people that has a chronic illness and you're in your RV or you're in your van. I mean, dude, seriously, you're not alone. You are not alone. There's a lot of people out here dealing with these types of things. And boy, I'll tell you, it's tough. How do you manage? I mean, there's a lot of fear. A lot of fear involved in being in a van, living with a chronic illness or pain or anything like that because, you know, how do you get to your doctor's appointments? You got to get there. You know, I don't stick around Vegas during the summer when it's hot. Therefore, I don't do doctor's appointments or do anything in the summer when it's hot. I go to cooler places. I get my medications 90 days that I possibly can. The last month that I'm gone, because you can get 90 days worth of medications where you go. If you go south for the winter and far, far south, you can cross over into Mexico. You can get your medications down there. And they're way cheaper, and you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You have to make all these things work for you. Okay? And you are what make van life. It's not about the van. Always remember that. It's not about the van. It's about you. It's about your life, where you want to go, what you want to do. You make it work for you. What works for me won't work for you. What works for you may not work for me or anybody else. So, van life is all about fitting this to you. So it really is an amazing experience in learning to get to know you. If there's identity crisis going on, get a van. I'm telling you, get a damn van. You would be surprised at what you learn about yourself being in isolation. Not loneliness, isolation. You really get to know yourself. You know, when you think about anything, building out your van or doing any of this kind of a lifestyle, you know, sitting down and thinking about your situation, it's all about you. It's all about what your needs are, and then designing this around you. That's what makes van life more successful than anything. You know, it's not about the fancy toilet. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't matter if it's a bucket or a $3,000 composting toilet. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Anyway, like I said, I have a lineup of videos ideas and things that I want to talk about, and most of it is going to be about, getting to know you. I'm not traveling right now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm basically just kind of parking out here in the freaking desert by myself, doing all these doctor's appointments, not near any of my friends, so I'm quite bored. So I figured I'd make some videos that are popping up in my head and things that I talk about. Maybe there's some people out there that will find some of this information valuable. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the little entourage of pictures and photos here. They're all kind of places that I've been this last year and things that I've done, and some in the past that I just wanted to share that I thought were just gorge and beaut. And yeah, Penny says hi. Gotta love Penny. We'll leave with a little video of Penny. She's been having some health problems too, but we're managing. We're making it through. We both getting old, man. We two little old gals out here in the van, sitting in the desert. I'll see you guys later. Bye.